noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9". He's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the position. Right card! Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully. He's a sharp little ball here. There's the shot! Goal! Milan!
And Milan have the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Argentina are looking to break at pace. It's a Buffoni's making out on the left.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pitches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot. Son Heung-min. He is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Diaz. Oh, lovely feeding. Gets his head on it! Oh, good finish. Argentina are level. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Argentina restore parity. Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Knocks it into space. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers. Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won. Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. And the shot!
Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta!
And they're threatening to fly away here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often. So the lead now is 2. I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now. Now it's Mbappe.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Argentina claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
So off we go again. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinez. Aimed beyond the defence.
It's out for a goal kick.
Diaz. Zanetti. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Son Heung-min, Batistuta receives it in a good position here. Can he finish?
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Argentina with the corner. They're first. Nicely aimed pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Martinez. Martinez proves just a little bit.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
He'll fancy himself from here. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Diaz. So we've reached the hour mark. And they're back on the ball again. Guardiola. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Threads one in. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He is through here. And he's gone long. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one. Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Tries to play it through. Shot a goal! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything. Milan cut their deficits and look raring to go again. Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Guardiola. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. And this is roll. Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure. That's where it came from. Cafu is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Diaz! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Not the most. He's going for goal! Oh, and the referee says that is it. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial. Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim. Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Son Heung-min. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Son Heung-min! And the pass is intercepted. Picked up and he shoots! And he's done it! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it. Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking. He's in one-on-one, and the shots! And a neat finish! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself. So that's 2 now without reply. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession. It's Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? A finish of true class. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You tried. Son Heung-min! Oh, it's come loose. Still very early draws, but it is a closely contested affair. Bangladesh couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's the keeper's ball. De Bruyne. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. And it's Ed Nielsen. And that's been intercepted. That was well played. Well stopped. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ed Nielsen. Oh, well measured. Well timed. Excellent interception. Vieira. Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Can he finish? And that's in. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far. I think can carry on where they left off after the break. They should use themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. The second half is up and running. De Bruyne. It's Cruyff. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bangladesh with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And this is De Bruyne. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Cafu. And he's managed to get free. De Bruyne. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Roberto Carlos. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting. Diaz!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score isn't.
Tries one from range. Johan Cruyff, an individual masterpiece. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And they are right back within touch. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle. Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter. Bangladesh may be down, but not out just yet. Ed Nielsen in towards the back stick. And he can thump it away. Back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Guardiola. Ed Nielsen, a picture of focus and Son Heung-min! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Pepe makes the interception.
Nicely weighted ball. He's only too happy to take that back. Looking for the run. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Pepe has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Well, you either...
Chance, surely! And there's a goal! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter. And now he has two. And a really good game is threatening to break out here. Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. That looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And he's there to clear it. He won't be happy with that one. And back it goes. All the way back. Chiellini. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim? It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family. Remember, His father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Son Heung-min. Diaz. In with the challenge. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's gone back to the keeper, Bunu, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. And it's Pedri. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Oh, super find. And he's there to get it away. And that's a throw-in. Oh, good steal. He just read it. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That has been slung wide.
Paris Saint-Germain really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
No, that was never going to make it. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Olise. Chiellini wins the duel this time. And that was very necessary. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chiellini cuts it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but he's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, there first. And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's bustling through here. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pedri. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Hakimi. And he plays one through. Olise! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Hakimi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Getting up there! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Diaz. Akanji makes the interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Diaz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And now they can clear their lines. Looking for options for movement. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Looking wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's picked out the run. And it's Doué. Reinders. Pedri. Goes for a shot! Off the post. He doesn't look too happy with that. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
And that is expertly dealt with. Raul. Nuno Mendes. This is a promising build-up. Diaz. And that's been intercepted. That was well played, well stopped. That looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, some tackle that. And he's there to get it away. Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, important interception. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice looking ball. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Guardiola. Van Balten cuts it out. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Diaz with the delivery. And he's heaved it away. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Zanetti crosses. The keeper gets his hands on it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Diaz. He is through. He's rising. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Lovely. Batistuta! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Argentina really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Oh, it's Son Heung-min, Ed Nielsen. That's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Space for him to turn and look. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. That is a crunching tackle.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yeah, shapes to shoot! And no mistake! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Argentina have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
No, that was never going to make it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
He's got away.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good-looking ball. The message is clear. None shall pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? 1-0 as we head towards the end. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. Into the last 5 minutes. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. A header! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
That's where it came from. And that will be it. Argentina can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency, and proficiency. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
It's run loose here. Lovely bit of skill. No way he was going to let him past. Chiellini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Silvestre, he has found a way through. Cross goes in there. And he's managed to get rid. We have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Argentina are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. De Bruyne! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Drogba. And he's quick to get rid. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Pass somewhat off target. Now this could be a chance. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Guardiola. And he shoots! Can he get it through? Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Rizal is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Shoot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
De Bruyne gets it away. There's the delivery. And the shot! Too close for comfort.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Batistuta.
And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Argentina really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Argentina are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
And he was quick to react. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Albert Ferrer. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Batistuta. Rizal. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Silvestre plays it across. Pepe with the clearance. Here comes another cross. He's come in hard. And that should get the job done. And he's managed to gift it back. De Bruyne. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Diaz.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chiellini with the clearance. He's having a pop! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
This is Batistuta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now there's a fine ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. 5 minutes left on the clock. Has a look up and delivers. Khan deals with that nice and simple.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's it. The referee says enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned. And an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely weighted ball. And this goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Son Heung-min. Referee's given a throw.
Mahmoud Bagan genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look.
Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's... Oh, he's been caught napping. He's hit it. Oh, he's all of Diaz! Oh, it's hit the post. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, I'm not sure what went through his mind there.
Reverse psychology, perhaps?
Didn't do much apart from making himself look a bit silly in the end.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Pinches it off him. Looking for the run. And that's been slipped through. Cannavaro.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
They get a throw in. Yamal. He's found the way through. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Guardiola. And he welcomes it in. And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of complete control. Counts, and it's Roberto Carlos. Guardiola getting this one clear. In with the challenge, looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. And there's a goal. They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Argentina are having a ball here. Messi. And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Argentina really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Argentina are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And so the action is resumed. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Not the most accurate pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pepe cuts it out. Mohun Bagan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now, can they get him away? Diaz. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Kaut. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So a chance here, what can they make of it?
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30 yards. That won't intimidate this guy.
Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Batistuta. He is through here. And the shot. And it's hit the woodwork and out. Argentina have got it back and they'll have it. It's Son Heung-min. And he's spooned it over the bar.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Now it's Villa, and here's Haaland. David Villa receives it in a good position here. Now it's Diaz. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Mohun Bagan needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nicked it back promptly. Olise, he's picked his way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. He's gone for goal. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass isn't the best. No, again, there's no way through. They could break here. That looks a decent ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's that. Argentina can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very room for argument. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Well, Van Basten! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's McAllister. Cruyff, looking tidy in possession here. Batistuta. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. This is a promising build-up. Van Basten. Zanetti. And here's McAllister. Played out wide. And it's McAllister. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Guardiola did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And this is Batistuta. Bellingham. Argentina still without a single shot on target. Think through. He's in a good chance, surely! Goal! Strasbourg! The first significant strike. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Strasbourg are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
He's had a shot! Batistuta gets flagged offside. Zanetti, Van Basten. He has a look up. That's an excellent intention. And he can thump it away. And this is Van Basten. At Nielsen.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Passing nice and neat. Rijkaard makes the interception. And it's Messi. Bellingham.
Strasbourg definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. Zanetti. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Bellingham. And it's been played through. That's been cut out. Well played. Chiellini can clear it away. That pass isn't the best. Time and again they are repelled. McAllister. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Argentina currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Argentina still this single goal behind. And this is Messi. Shoots! Quick to recover this. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. And he's missed altogether.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Bellingham. It's a threatening ball. That's going to go a long way. Out for a throw. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Out towards the flank. Zakaria. Now it's Batistuta. That ball looks a good one. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Change of plan here, perhaps. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Argentina now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Tries to pass it through, and it's Batistuta.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Batistuta. It's Son Heung-min! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's been won straight back. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's the goal. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort.
Vai via che ne sarebbe vero. इसकी तो मैं चलता दिया है देखो सीधा जितने कर बना वाला चल बना देखी द्वारा जाए कौन प्रिस्क्रिप्टेड दिले माता कर
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking tidy in possession here. Looking for options for movement. Always goal side. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's superb. It's Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with it.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Argentina definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Raul, spread out to the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to pass it through. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Makaleli. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And this is Batistuta. Caught offside that time. Albert Ferrer. And it's Marino. Great vision. Chiellini makes the interception.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Raul. Raul! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldo. He's It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. A formality. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that is all they have time for. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Argentina get the second half going. That looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! And they're back in front. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical. Some
great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Argentina leading now. Drives it. Header!
What the
And
fuck?
that's
How?
offside. Yes, it is. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
I have done only 2 matches. Just 2 matches, bro. How? What a glitch, bro. What a glitch. Are you see that? That's a glitch. I am gone. I am gone, bro. Look at his squat.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such... Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Marcelo gets it away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Thuram getting this one clear. Barcelona have... And Batistuta! That was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's in on goal. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gives it back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to play it through. Oh, Red. Nice interception. And it's Pirlo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pirlo with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. They're back on the ball again. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't.
He's one-on-one. Tries a shot.
Omar, how he missed that
And
ball.
he has kept it out somehow.
Son Heung-min is offering a right smile there.
Easy one, do easy one. Just take it.
Argentina have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Pirlo is there to clear. He's having a shot! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Yeah. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. He's got away. Edmilson. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, it just
Just
needed a
push it.
better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Tries to pass it through, and they're quick to get it back. And this is Son Heung-min. Yeah. That's Nedved. And he can clear it away. He's only too happy to take that back. Aimed beyond the defence.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of
Just
trying.
find the ball, just find the ball.
Reflections on the first half.
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Argentina have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
No, motherfucker, no.
Now it's Cruyff. He's found a way through. Now that is a hefty challenge.
Tackle. What a tackle.
Bale herring after the ball here. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to...
Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Run.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Cruyff. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has
Just
been
pass it.
cut short. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And this is Nedved. He is through. There's the shot. Oh, it's fallen loose
What the
again.
fuck?
It's a goal. And that could well be the winner.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
He'll try from distance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Nedved has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. And that has put paid to that.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Diaz. And he lines up a cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Desailly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable.
Bye bye everyone, bye. It's 7:22. The update is coming in 7:59. So better luck next time. Bye everyone.